Alright, hello there YouTube. This is Mr. Pokemon 907 and welcome to this is my episode 1 of Monster Hunter Rise. I've been all over the place in my games. I do apologize. I started Monster Hunter Portable 3rd. I started a lot of games and I've got this Mario Kart Marathon still ongoing, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I'm definitely going to finish that, but I thought it best that I begin here. Wales was out for the longest while. It's been Wales has been out for the longest while. LOL. It's been through some ups and downs, and there's a very, very, very major chance now that it's going to be launched on Switch 2 as well. Hopefully, more than likely. And this game, in many ways, is, in my opinion, a lot better compared to Wales. Wales then has more graphics, a few new features, stuff like that. The combat, I would say, definitely in Rise is peak potential for Monster Hunter, and I've been playing this game for years now. I recently finished my master rank quest. I completed the main story, beat Primordial Malzeno multiple times now. I've only got like one more like armor piece to get in my playthrough, my personal playthrough for the Primordial Malzeno. That's the no spoilers, but yeah. So I thought it best. I'm just gonna begin here instead of just rattling off. That's like 2 minutes and I didn't even begin the game yet. We just had a recent update, 22.0.0. And what that does is that makes it that your system, oh shit, that makes it that your system pretty much is capable then of launching the, all right, let's see here. I think that's a bit too low, to be honest. I think that should be fine there. It makes it that your system is capable of running, say you got a Nintendo Switch 1 years ago, and Nintendo Switch is made to play games in handheld mode and on television. So this is just to clear it up for people who might not be able to kind of grasp right away what's really happening here with this new update and what this handheld boost mode is. Alright, so what this boost mode does, when you take your Switch 1 and you put it in the dock to display on the television, it then used unique hardware, everything else, and it's showing on the TV. The games are gonna look way better. So the thing is, the Nintendo Switch 2 that I'm recording right now, right, has a way larger screen when compared to the Switch 1, like way bigger. So the Nintendo Switch 1 games look kind of blurry, low res, look terrible, but obviously then whenever you put a game into the dock, it shows in a higher resolution and everything else. Because the Switch 2 has a full scale resolution screen, it has HDR and everything, they allowed the Switch 2 to bypass the TV. You know, it doesn't have to show on the TV. It's going to be TV mode in handheld mode, if that makes sense. So you're not putting it in the dock, but it's actually tricking the system into thinking that it's showing on a TV, but the TV is the actual Switch 2 screen. Makes sense, right? And this does wonders for Switch games because, you know, the HDR, like I said, they could use that. Not only that, then, you know, colors are going to pop a lot better, stuff like that. Look at this, man. This looks amazing. When I say amazing, I do mean amazing. The colors will be better. It's a new screen, right? So as you can see here, my hunter rank is 403. My master rank is 170. I think I've got to make it to 180 for something to happen. That's a Primordial Malzeno armor there. Yeah. So we're going to be starting a new playthrough. Obviously, this is a playthrough. This one here was me just testing out to see if my DLC can pass the other save files. Obviously, this is my account that I just started here, but I wasn't too sure if I could, you know, I wasn't too sure if, so I went on continue. I do have to go on to the new game option, obviously then. Alright, so let's see. And I've got my reasons. I've got my reasons. My personal playthrough is a female. I'm between thoughts right now. What to do? I'm gonna go with a female. I've got my reasons. Um, Hearing guy grunts all the time whilst playing personally, it was always, you know, ugh, if you get what I, if you get me there. Alright, so this looks nice. That looks nice to me. Advanced settings, I guess there's like, yeah, you want like editing details. I'm gonna go preset as much as possible. I don't have any specifics. Let's see. Testing the voice is what was the button for testing the voice? Oh, this just A? Not sure how good my system could be heard. If you're wondering what the hell this is the Monster Hunter. This is the Monster Hunter added language. Instead of Japanese or English or whichever language you're speaking, there's this language the Monster Hunters specifically speak. Alright, so I guess the first 10 are the guy. That's why it was all the way down there then. Okay. I'm just gonna go with that. Just go with that. Alright. And I'm just gonna hit confirm here. Yeah. Alright, so this is what I usually go by. And yeah. So I'm just gonna put this as my YouTube name. My handle. Yeah, I'm just gonna use my handle here instead. 907. Yeah. Alright. Nice puppy. I'm gonna go with the preset dog for sure. You know, being iconic in my own means. Yup. And this is a name that I've been picking since my first playthrough on PC playing this thing. And yeah, like what they did with this update, this PC, this is, well, I'd say the Switch 1 is pretty much a television. It's like a smart TV. I guess that's also why the YouTube app does not work at all for the Switch 2. I guess that's because the Switch 1 is programmed like a television. So when you put it in your dock, when you put it in your Switch 1 dock, it pretty much is like a TV just pushing its own video into an HDMI and then into another screen. Like you can actually connect two TVs if you never knew about that. So it's literally a television. But the Nintendo Switch 2 now is programmed like a PC. You know, if you've ever had one of those like really high-tech, like expensive tablets that they could also like Bluetooth connect with a keyboard and you just clip it on and it's actually a laptop, but it's still sold as a tablet. That's basically what the Switch 2 is, and it's programmed like a computer and not a television. Not how the Switch 1 is programmed like a television. So it gives some sort of like incompatibility with the software and stuff like that. But it's literally a computer. So what they did then, you know, computers could easily, like, you know, you have all of these assets for graphics and stuff like that. Textures could be like upscaled without difficulty. That's what they did. Like these games, like you'd say, oh, like whatevs, like they just raised the resolution. Hell no. Like games are running at way higher like display speeds now. Some games I'm quite sure were booked up to 60 hertz. So I guess someone complained to Nintendo about the fact that just about every Nintendo Switch 1 game, like Nintendo was like milking money from us with the Switch, Nintendo Switch 2 edition. I guess the Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition, Nintendo Switch 2 edition, had some people kind of saying, you know, hell no. I think that woke people up, literally. So it was all definitely we've got to do something about this, and instead of, you know, you've got these shitty handheld graphics, you've got to put it in the TV just to get some sort of improvement. They made it that the system itself now actually projects at a proper, yeah, we're gonna go with that name, actually projects at a proper display. Yeah, so that's the base. 10 minutes in, no beginning. Holy shit. My bad, first episodes are never always too swell, right? Like, every game looks 10 times better now. I think this is. Every game looks 10 times better now. 10 times better. It's crazy. Huh, was it? You know it? I honestly think this language will have some people, this language will definitely freak some people out instead of being like, oh cool, an entire language? What? Nah, some people might be freaked out by this thing. It's like, it's so weird in parts. To me, I think this Monster Hunter language is possibly African mixed with something else. I've heard Africans. I know what I'm speaking about. Definitely, this thing seems African. I don't know where it originated. I didn't create the language. Yeah, it definitely seems mixed. Like a mixed heritage of some sort. The shadows are way better. The lighting is way better. The display speed is so smooth. Like, look at this, man. Holy shit. Like, literally, I guess then, you know, Nintendo Switch 2 is a recent device, and yeah, this thing launched just last year, 2025, and it's gonna have a way better screen and everything else, of course, right? But because of the leaps in technology that they did, and you know, most people do have televisions that the display speed is like up to 60, unless you've got a seriously expensive television that's like 120 hertz. I honestly do not believe it makes sense now playing these games on a television. Like, it's the jump in performance is that much great. Unless you for sure can look at the back of your TV, yeah, and see something saying 120 hertz, 120 HZ, you're better off, you know, you get the best experience from your Switch 1 game playing it here on the actual Switch 2 screen. Ooh, another, what? I played this entire game, I'm only kidding, I know the story, like, I watched the cutscenes over and over. Wait, no. Sounds gruesome, man. Yup, this is not my television. This is literally the Switch 2, you know, handheld being played. Now, MK907, Rampage and all aside, I've got news for you. Got a message from the guild this morning. It says that you are now a certified hunter. You're really living now, Squirt. Well, I guess I shouldn't call you that now that you're certified, but don't think it'll stop me. Sorry to interrupt, Elder Fugin. I've informed the village of becoming Rampage like you asked. Ah, yes, thank you. By the way, MK907, I overheard the good news. You're finally an official hunter? Wow, congratulations. All you need to do now is register with the guild so you can start accepting all those quests. To do that, you need to speak with Master Hojo in the gathering hub. But that can wait. First, we go shopping. You'll be needing the help of other villagers if you want to succeed out in the field, so follow me. Now, where should we start? Aha, of course, the marketeer of mystery, Kagero the merchant. Alright, so just the basics, they're going to teach us how to move, and holding R is how you dash, stuff like that. Yeah, exit tutorial. Yeah, so let's go. She just started walking without us. Right. Greetings, Master MK907. So I don't even have my camera. Ah, look at the lighting, how it just improved there. My bad. I didn't even focus it or like lock the focus. If it was focusing, auto-focusing, I do apologize. It should be fine here. Greetings, Master MK907. I was just informed that you have been accepted into the guild. Felicitations. Here you will find restorative cures and other such items to aid you in your hunts. I often diversify my stock and provide special offers for hunters too. I think you'll find them most agreeable. Kagero sometimes offers items at half price, and that's when you can pick up some real bargains. I always hold off on buying what I want until the sale, and when it's on, I swoop in like a ruffian on the trail. I have often sensed the Lady Hinoa's sharp gaze upon my back. Now I know why. Anyway, Kagero, about those items I asked you to set aside for me, of course I'll have them packaged and sent to you at your convenience. Then that's a wrap. Let's see where should we go next? Ah, Steadfast as Steel, Master Haman the blacksmith. It'd be nice to pay him a visit. Alright, so move over here. Press L to reset the camera behind us, stuff like that. So that's me pressing L. Awesome. And personal business? Cause the buddy smithy's not open yet. Come back when you're done setting up. Yeah, thanks. Alright, what does he say from afar? We must be ready, right? Hinoa? What is it? You can see I'm busy here preparing for the rampage. Now, Master Haman. This time I've come to tell you the good news. MK907 has been accepted into the Hunters Guild. The village now has a resident hunter we can all count on. Isn't that great? I see. Well then, MK907, allow me to congratulate you. The equipment we forge here is what makes a hunter in part, and can make or break a hunt. Yeah, true that. Is what represents our village too. A hunter who can't wield Tatara steel isn't fit to fly the banner of Kamura. You'll find whatever you need here is for crafting and refining gear. Well, we can talk about that later. Oh, since we're here, that reminds me. You can hire buddies at the Buddy Plaza up ahead. And Master Haman's grandson, Yuri, manages the place. Why don't you go talk to him later? Capering around with felines and canines makes me wonder where he went wrong. Really? I think buddy handling is quite a noble profession, personally. Anyway, Master Haman, I was wondering if my order was ready yet. It is. One of my apprentices, did I read a voice wrong there? Whatevs. My apprentices will deliver it to you later. Okay, just one more stop and we're done. Let's see. Sweeter than sweet dango. It's gotta be the Yonogi Chef's tea shop. The web of gauge is displayed at the bottom of the screen, performing red rushes of silk binds attacks. So bind attacks will deplete this gauge. For more details, yada yada, yeah. Yeah, so exit. So let's, I can just hold ZL here and just swoop on over if I please. I've got another one. Nice, right? Quite awesome. I've got my buddies here with me already. You can hold A. Right around on this guy. Alright, so let's just say from afar, welcome. Alright. I'm gonna have to end this pretty much soon anyways, you know, memory restraints for now. Oh, MK907. Hey, I heard the good news. You're a certified hunter now. Recognized by the guild and everything. Congrats. Before you head out on a hunt, make sure you stop by and eat some bunny dango. I never do, and I still ace the master rank all the way up, never using bunny dango. You'll see, guys and gals. You'll never taste anything yummier in your life. I might do it once or twice just to show the cutscene, like, you know, just to show it in the actual playthrough. But I'd go the rest of the game without bunny dango, and I'd be fine. You never taste anything yummier in your life, and they'll get your juices flowing for a hunt. Yamoki's bunny dango really are yummy, so yummy in fact, I can't stop eating them on a job. Oh, just thinking about them gets me all excited. And ahem, Yamogi, the usual, please and thank you. Of course, you know, one super duper mega dango order coming right up. MK907, I had a great time on our shopping trip. Thanks for accompanying me. I had the things I ordered from Master Hamon and Kagura delivered to your item box. Surprise, it's just a little something from me to celebrate you becoming a hunter. Come back when you're done with your registration thing, okay? Huh? What about the bunny dango? Sorry, those are all mine. I'd share, but a girl's gotta eat. Hey, you should equip a weapon already. I want to see what you look like in your full hunter gear getup. Was it gear getup or hunter getup? Whichever. Great idea. How about you try on that long sword I just got you? Oh, that's not my preferred weapon type, but okay. So cool. That gear really suits you, MK907. You must feel a ton braver now, right? Ride that high over to the gathering hub and get yourself registered as a hunter. Once you talk to Master Hojo and get registered, you can start going out on real life hunts as a real life hunter of Kamura. Exciting! I have to wait here for my order, so off you go. I'll be in my usual spot. Come see me when you're done. Sign up at the gathering hub. Alright. So, okay. Let me just, I can't use it yet. Something I wouldn't even be aware of. Like, I just flew through this when I first got this game, it's like years ago. Yeah. The graphics though, the lighting, the details, man. Like, it looks way better than it does on the recording in person. You've got to see this, man. Like, get yourself a Switch 2 and get yourself some Monster Hunter Rise. This looks amazing. Well, hello there, MK907. Perfect voice for him, you'll see. You sure took forever to get here. I thought it was gonna croak. You're probably well aware that I, Hojo, am the guild master of this exceptional gathering hub. What's that? Your guild registration? Oh, yes, well, I was getting to it before you interrupted me. Had you let me finish, I would have told you that we no longer do things that way. Get with it, young hunter. No test to take or papers to stamp, just my okay, and you're on your way. And with that, you are now officially a hunter, not just any hunter, no, a hunter of Kamura village. Accept a quest from our dearest Minato, and go hunt some monsters. Alright, whatever he does about that. As much as I'd like to, I have to get this report about the rampage ready for the guild. I'm terribly sorry, but could you talk to Hinoa first, so she can explain quests to you? Yo, Ace! I just overheard the gnarly news. Awesome! Before you run off to see Hinoa, pop over here for a sec. I gotta check you out in your new threads. Okay. I guess. Yo, over here. Looking good, Ace. Congrats on becoming a hunter. All that hard work finally paid off. I'm really happy for you. Oh, and before I forget, I gotta tell you about the action bar. The action bar lets you pull off all sorts of actions without opening any menus. Pretty gnarly if you ask me. Let's try it out. Select the camera from the action bar. Snap a picture of me. Once you take my picture, let me see it. Alright, so pictures can be taken by using the camera from the action bar, blah blah blah. You can blah blah home menu. Huh? Yeah, so the home menu album and the actual Nintendo Switch 2, the pictures, you can actually view them from there and stuff like that. It's really awesome. Pictures focused on it. Wait, does it say that? Yeah. Pictures focused on a monster and emit life are automatically classified in the album located in the hunter's notes. Pressing down on the left analog while aiming with the camera lets you switch between two perspectives, character view and Kahoot view, which is awesome. So like you could do amazing things like right after capturing a monster or slaying one, you could like stand up next to it and take a picture. You could do some poses. Pretty awesome, right? Yeah. From your view, from the subject bigger, framing a more creative composition. Yeah, so you can take pictures with the Kahoot as well. That's awesome, right? Quite awesome. And yeah, so no, not available during quests. Yeah, certain characters will face the camera. Yeah, closed. Yeah, leaving that. Arena quest. So select camera action bar. Yeah. So that's the D-pad. So I'm sliding across in the D-pad with the left D-pad, and yeah, you move it, you two. Thanks. And is A? Yeah, that's a good photo, man. Oh yeah, that's one handsome devil jaw. Now that you've gotten acquainted with the action bar, I think it's quest time. But if you're still not confident in your abilities, you can hit up the training area to sharpen them up. It's just a sharp boat ride from the Buddy Plaza where Yuri and all his furry friends hang out. You can try your hand at all sorts of weapons and skills there. It's a great place to warm up before a big hunt. Yeah. Alright, I'll quit holding you up. Hino is still waiting for you, isn't she? Alright, this looks all PC-esque. Hunter info is in the start menu provides tutorials, hints, basic information. It's really useful. It's like amazing. Like before in older Monster Hunter games, if you wanted info on a monster, you had to use some app or maybe go across the internet onto the Hunterpedia website or some shit. But this game, I can do this. Go over the hunter notes. I don't have any large or small notes. We've just begun. Only just begun, but every monster is stored in there, and you can see things like the weaknesses, the ailments it has from certain elemental attacks, from certain elemental weapons. You can see what items you gather from like slaying it, from carving, from capturing. Everything is in there. Is like so useful. Is like crazy. You can do everything directly from the game, and you have no need to go digging around online. Is awesome. It's dang awesome. So this is Minato, and Hino is the more down to earth. Report the rampage to the guild. Start hunter application requirements. Update quest list. MK907, it won't be very exciting for you to watch me. This goes here. Work. I'm not as good at my job as Hino is, so I will need a little more time. I'm sorry to trouble you, but could you go and ask Hino to explain the quest details to you? Yeah, there we go. So she's back outside. She's the first. She's who is with us. Yeah, you already know that. But I'm just gonna wire bug over here. Yeah. What does she say from afar? All this work is making me hungry. You didn't do a thing yet. So what are you talking about? Oh, MK907 already completed your hunter registration? It was very simple, trust me. Great! I retrieved your Kahoot from Elder Fugan earlier. It's so cute. You're gonna love it. Kahoots like buddies will help you out during quests, but in their own little way. Kahoots are creatures that are beloved throughout Kamura. The village elder gave you a Kahoot to look after as a pet. If you call your Kahoot from your action bar, it will come and perch on your arm. Alright, if a symbol pops up while you have the Kahoot in your arm, push it to have the Kahoot take flight. Maybe something will happen. Alright, features unavailable in multiplayer. You can use your pet menu so you can pet it, you can feed it. It's quite awesome though. How about you give your new feathery friend a name? Alright, How about Tootsie? You know the Tootsie? That those of you who've been born in the 90s at least, you saw those Tootsie Pop advertisements. Always ate the dang, always ate the pop. That was kind of cruel. The kids never got them. Alright, so Tootsie. Alright, Tootsie's perfect. Anyway, since my sister is swamped at the moment, I'll go ahead and give you the quest rundown instead. Now that you're a hunter, you'll be in charge of completing the quests that me and Minoto have in our quest list. Some of these quests, called key quests, have been specially posted by the Hunters Guild, so if you make a point of completing key quests, the Hunters Guild will take note. Oh, and one last thing, here, take this petal lace Minoto and I made. As you may be aware, petal lace is a protection charm woven from a local plant called Ascending Sprig. Pollen carried by spirit birds will enhance your petal lace, strengthening your abilities. Treat it with care. Alright, so a petal lace is a type of charm bracelet made of woven sending sprigs. In Kamura village, they're typically worn by hunters. Like any other piece of gear, you can only equip one at a time. Petal laces absorb the fragrant pollen from spirit birds you encounter during a quest, granting you special strategies. So this green one gives you more health, and it goes up. Yeah, you can switch your petal lace from the items box, manage equipment option, try out different types to see which one best suits your style. Seek out spirit birds to maximize their effects. Petal laces can also be switched out from your utensils item box. Yeah. Oh, I think Minoto should be wrapping up her report right about now. And I need to get back to work myself. Once you're ready, you can start taking quests from either of us. Hold on. You can't go prancing off before my introduction. MK907, Yellow and Grats on becoming a hunter. If you ever find yourself taking a hub quest, then I, Senri the Mailman, have quite important info for you. You'll need to go through me to meet up with fellow hunters. Make sure to stop by. Well, I think that about wraps everything up. Time to start monster hunting. Oh my god, that's her voice. Time to start monster hunting. Yep. So I got the DLC. Look at this, the Sunbreak demo player bonus. So I played the demo on this system. I got that. Monster Hunter Stories 2. I played that demo. So I got this kinship talisman. There's a lot of stuff. I'll actually scroll through them. You can pause and check it out. You know, this is a YouTube video. I'll be posting after all. So you've got that leverage. All right. So these are all the event quests you got in the game. There's like a special starter armor set that they give you. Event quest. What's this? Sunbreak launch celebration. Right. So this is the armor set as well. Special Palico layered armor sets. Yeah. So everything is in here, including the fact that I have the Sunbreak DLC added on. I'm quite sure it did say Sunbreak at the beginning. Sunbreak first anniversary. That's like an item pack I get. Alright. Meow. There, MK907, been waiting on you. Got some info that's vital, no crucial, no paramount. Meow. Were you just about to hit up the gathering hub so you can get a hunting party together? Yeah, about that, I've got some bad news for you. You see, when a rampage is near, it's forbidden for hunters to leave Kamura. And outside, the hunters won't be able to enter either. In other words, Kamura's offline. But if you want to form a party, I have a special type of message I can send to get hunters to hightail it here. If I send a message, Kamura will be online. And hunters will be able to enter. Just don't ask me how it works. I couldn't understand it myself. Something to do with spider webs? World Wide Web. www. Anyway, come to me whenever you want to swap between offline and online. By the way, did you talk with Minoto about online quests yet? If you haven't, better get your tail in gear so you can go hunting with all your friends. No, DLC dude. There's some new add-on content available for your perusal. There are two ways to play multiplayer. Make use of lobby. Alright, in lobby you can use multiplayer. Multiple Nintendo Switch consoles on the same local network to engage in local play or use internet connection to enjoy online play with players far away. Yada yada. Your Nintendo Switch console must be connected to the internet. Stuff and stuff and stuff. You know, basic tutorial shit. Alright, so lobby, you can accept quests. Yup. Team up your players here. So they're basically showing you that you don't have to play alone. You can play with your friends as well. Add-on content. Checking add-on content. I just want to add this in the very next episode. There's no new add-on content to download, but these are here. Alright, so receive. Alright, so I'm going to pause my recording, then I'm going to come back when I finish this. So pausing, coming back. Alright, so there we go. Everything is grayed out. I've gotten everything that can be, you know, actively added on. Yeah. So let's go, buddy. Yeah, can I finally shit? Or you can store various hunting items and equipment in your item box. Make sure your items are in order and your equipment is up to snuff before facing off against a fearsome monster. Yes, please, thank you. Talismans items you can grant, which grant a skill when equipped. Only one may be equipped at a time. You can equip talismans with the change equipment function in your item box. Yes, thank you. Oh my god, nerd equipment. So this is like, you can actually like put on armor. Like, you can have an armor set and have an entirely different armor set look on your character's body. Kind of useful, but I just want to change my equipment, man. I want to use these, thank you. Alright, there we go. I guess we got these with the DLC. I think this was added in. They start you off with this shit, but this one is 110. That's going to be very useful right here. They're awesome looking as well. This nice green hue, I like it. Alright, so Hunter loadout. Alright, you can register Hunter loadout. So like, if you've got an armor set that is perfect, if you've got everything started with it, you can set them in there. I'm definitely going to be running out of memory soon, I'm quite sure. So both of them want to speak to me, and I just, you know, gave the basic like start off for this. So yeah, I'm going to end it here. Remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you please. And yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, whenever you're watching. The very next episode, I'm going to be starting it off with some hunts. This is going to be awesome, trust me, you do not want to miss. I'm really skilled here. Not the main only reason that I started this playthrough, but yeah, get excited for episode 2. This has been episode 1. Until next episode, thank you for watching. This has been Mr. Pokemon 907.